Hello, my friends and people who watch my videos who aren't my friends that dislike all of my videos. You guys are fucking so interesting. I want you to know. Whoever's doing it, it's so funny. It's like every time I upload a video, like immediately there's a dislike. It's like, are you subbed to me to hate? What a waste of fucking time. For real, man. I really, you know what? I'll tell you this. Self-esteem is a motherfucker because I love the shit out of myself, but in no way, shape, or form do I think I'm so interesting that someone should fucking be watching me to fucking just dislike me. I mean, whatever. But anyways. Okay, so Confessions of a Fat Lady. I want to talk about this. So basically, this is the first installation of Confessions of a Fat Lady. Okay? And I want to talk about taboo subject. Weight loss. Let's talk about it. Okay. So I'm not going to even try to pretend like I identify with other people in weight loss. I'm just going to tell you my experiences. And, you know, if you can get in where you fucking fit in, bitch, then get in. You know, write me a comment, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. But basically, you know, I'll say this. And then this is just me confessing some things that I be feeling, okay? This is me just being honest with you. All right? Sometimes when people talk about, like, weight, like case in point, I was in the car with Brian, and we were talking, and we're talking about how he is a personal trainer, and I was just, like, immediately on the defensive, like, in my mind, you know? Like, I didn't say anything crazy, but I was just like, ugh, like, you know, like, I was like, oh, personal fucking trainer, you know, like in my mind. But it's like, that's fucked up because it's like, he didn't say nothing fucked up to me. It's like I'm so defensive sometimes about my weight that it'll just be, it's a mental thing too, you know, and being fat is so mental. Being fat is not at all just a physical thing. It's a mental thing as well, you know. You never forget you're fat. And it's like, and that's why it's kind of like, you know, like fat jokes are just so like retarded because you're just like, I know I'm fat, you know? Like, I know. Like, when people say you're fat, like, you fucking know. Like, you know. There's no one that's fat out there that don't know that they're fat. That's crazy. You know, even skinny people who gain 5 pounds be thinking they're fat. And that's 5 pounds, you feel me? So, crazy. So, anyways, like I was saying, you know, I just find myself on the defensive sometimes, like, even when I don't need to be, you know? Like, we could be talking about anything. And, you know, as soon as weight comes up or maybe even like exercise comes up, I feel like I gotta defend myself. And you know, and the reason for that is mainly because I don't fucking exercise that much. I'm not gonna lie to you. Things have totally changed though. Like since I moved out here, you know, my whole job is exercise. So that's my whole fucking job. So it's like not a big deal because 2 weeks before I moved to New Orleans, I made a plan in Boston. I was like, you know, I really do want to get down to 250 pounds. Like, I really feel like if I lost, like, 90 pounds, like, that would be straight. With me, just because, I want more of my speed back. Like, I used to have, like, I used to be a speedy bitch. Like, I could really run some hoes down. And now I find that it's a lot harder because I had such a sedentary winter / fall / spring. So now I'm kind of paying for it, you know, because now I'm down here and I'm running and I can't be as fast as I want to be. And that bothers me because I really want to be as efficient as I can. You know, one thing about my job is the more valuable you are, obviously the more they're going to want to keep you around and want to work with you as far as your schedule and stuff like that. So my whole goal is just to be 100% like perfect, you know? And when I say perfect, I don't mean aesthetically or anything like that. I just mean like I want them to think, you know, whatever job they have, I can do it. And a big thing is, you know, I have to be able to get to the top bunk and make beds, and I have to be able to climb up places and stuff. And while it's not a total challenge right now, it is something that does challenge me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that, I get kind of apprehensive when I have to do physical stuff sometimes, because I'm not sure if I can really handle it, and then I'm totally like, fuck, in the morning I'm going to be so sore, you know? And that's another thing. Plus, I hate sweating. But I will say this. My job now is just running. All I do is run. All I do is take care of other people. And while it is so fulfilling out here, it is so beautiful, it is so taxing and harder for me because I'm a bigger person who is out of shape. You know what I'm saying? You can be big and in shape, and that's exactly what I intend to be. And I know that when I was more in shape, because I used to go to the gym, I used to be very, very fat and active, but I really just stopped doing that and just ate more food than worked out. So kind of, So, and this is just, I just wanted to address this, like, I haven't always been super, super fat. Like, I've always been I was chubby growing up, and I was fat, you know. But, as far as, like, becoming morbidly obese, that's frankly, pretty fucking new to me. And, you know, it's not like it was a bad time being this fat. It's just that it's just not for me. True T. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good at 250. So that's where, and it's funny because me and Danielle were talking, like, we talk about 250 like the shit is 120. You know what I mean? Like, we talk about, we gotta get on 250. That's my number, bitch. Like, we mad excited. And I mean, to be real, I'm over 300 pounds right now. You know what I mean? And my clothing size pretty much like 22, 24. And, like, I can only imagine what it's going to be if I get back down to 250. Because I can't remember my fucking clothing sizes when I was in college. It wasn't that long ago, but it's foggy, girl. It's foggy. I buy a lot of clothes, so who knows? But all I do know is when I was a lot smaller, I was a lot happier. You know what I mean? And a lot smaller to me is 90 pounds. So, I mean, while I do have a weight loss goal per se, I don't have a time frame or anything. It's more like when I get to this weight, you know, and it's not like I'm even checking for it because I don't have a scale out here. I don't plan on buying a scale, but I do plan on continuing to be active, you know, and who knows, I might not weigh myself for a couple of months, but it is something in the back of my mind that I have written down somewhere that I really want to get to a certain weight and maintain and just be stronger and be more agile and just be more vibrant. And I feel it's crazy because I've only been here since Friday, but I've been sweating and drinking so much water and just going so fucking hard, just trying to be, you know, as precise and just energetic as possible. And it can really take a toll on you if you aren't healthy, you know, if you aren't. And when I say healthy, I just mean like if you're not all the time active, or at least some of the time, you know, it's really hard for you to just be all of a sudden running and all of a sudden blah, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's like, you know, it's like as if it's almost like, and not almost like, but it's akin to imagine being like super, super active and then just being very sedentary. It's a total shock. It's a total change. So while it's a total change, it's something that I'm happy about. And I mean, I'm always going to be fat, you know, like, I mean, I don't ever see myself being not fat. And that's because I've pretty much been fat my whole life, you know. I've always been the chubby one. I've always had people be like, oh, you're chubby, oh, you're big, oh, you're thick, oh, you're plump, oh, you're whatever adjective people have for fat. And you know, it's not a bad word to me, and it's not a bad thing to be fat, you know what I'm saying? Like 250 pounds, that's still pretty fucking big, but it's good for me. So that's what I'm excited about. And I mean, obviously the next Confessions of a Fat Lady will be less about weight loss at all. I just wanted to talk about it because I did want to talk about something else too. This is gonna be a long video, but someone totally contacted me from Los Angeles about a weight loss show, and like, I mean, I'm not into that because, you know, I don't want to be on TV with my fat, you know. And what I mean is I don't want to be on TV with my fat and saying goodbye to it. That's not what I'm here for, you know. And that's really not the message I want to talk about, because people get bombarded with like weight loss advice and shit like that all the time. That's not me. I'm not gonna tell you some fucking recipe I made because I'm really not eating so differently. You know what I mean? I'm just eating a lot less and I'm more active, you know. That's really all it is. I still love Taco Bell. I still love fried chicken. I still will eat a fucking big ass ice cream sundae. And honestly, if someone ever bought me a fucking tub of ice cream, I'd probably finish the whole shit in one day. I fucking love food. I love food, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for me personally, I feel like there's something wrong with me not being very active, you know. If you're gonna grub really fucking hard, and fucking not be active, good luck for you, bitch. Like, I've been doing that shit for a couple months now. And honestly, I don't want to go back to that. I want to just move forward. And another thing I'm going to talk about with weight loss is so crazy because, like, you know, if I saw this video that I made, I would feel some type of way. So I'm not even going to trip if I get dislikes because I know how you feel. You know what I mean? Whenever I see someone that I've known for a while lose weight and talk about it, I feel the same way. You know what I mean? Feeling kind of like, the fuck, you know what I mean? And it's like, why do you feel like that? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta check yourself. Like, I've totally checked myself recently because I got kind of like shitty, like a little bit, because you know, one of my good friends has lost like almost 100 pounds, and like, you know, he was telling me like, you know, like, he's like, you know, it's not really hard. It's not like I do a lot of stuff every day, you know, just like 30 minutes every day. And, you know, this is what it is. It's not overnight, but it's really not like it takes forever. I've only been doing this for 6 months, you know, giving me the whole, you can do it too, fatty. You know what I mean? And I totally don't want to fucking hear it. But it's like, it means more that I came to this by myself. No one goaded me into doing this. And I think that's a really important thing. I feel like, you know, I feel like being active is super important, especially if you are a bigger person, because shit, you know, you gotta work them damn muscles. You know, you're carrying mad weight on you, and honestly, being fat, being when you're really fucking sedentary, the weight comes off really really quick. Like I've lost 15 pounds in like the past 2 weeks, you know, and that's really just because I just started so quickly, just losing weight because I just started out of nowhere, like running and doing this job, and it's really taken a lot out of me. But I'm happy. That's the thing. I'm really happy. And it feels good to be active. It feels good to be needed and have a purpose. I think that's also what it is. You know, being unemployed, what else is there to do but eat and fucking blog and just be a bum? So while I might not have as many videos out as before, I feel like the quality will be better. And I also, and not because I'm losing weight or anything, I just feel like I'm in a better place right now with a lot of things, and I'm just really coming into my own right now. I feel so. I'm just feeling super, not insightful, but just super adventurous and just optimistic, I would say. So thanks for watching this. This video is long as fuck, but Confessions of a Fat Lady is going to be a long series. It's going to be at least 15 minutes per video. This one's not going to be 15 minutes, but, you know, stay tuned. I know a bunch of you guys are telling me you guys like longer videos from me, and I try not to bore you, but it was just so easy to talk tonight. So thanks for watching again, and take it easy.